Hi guys, in this video, welcome to the video. In this video, we'll be learning about arguments in shell scripting. Before we start with this video, I've covered 5 videos about shell scripting. First video was about bin bash, like how to use bin bash and where to use bin bash. And second video was on variables. Third video was on user input, which we provide for as a user input we provide for using variables and various other purposes. And fourth video was on conditional statement, if else statement. And fifth video was on for loop with various examples related to Kubernetes administrative management. I covered all these topics, and in this video we'll be covering about arguments in shell scripting. So I'll give all these links in the description. You can follow along and you can get all these links in the description. I'll provide that in this description. So for these arguments in shell scripting, I've written a blog and you can follow the blog also. This is the blog. I've written the blog also, so you can follow the blog and you can follow along and you can do the experiment along with me in the video itself. So let's begin. What are arguments? Arguments are similar like user input which we give during the script, but user input arguments are given when you run it, not while it is running, but at the start. So instead of asking question in the script, you tell it what to do upfront, and it behaves differently on the basis of what you give. Arguments are an input at the start, and user input are the inputs as during the script. Both are user inputs, but just in different ways. So arguments are what we give to the script. They act as something different. Like let's create argument. Let's suppose create some arguments here. Arguments are created using $0, $0, $1. Let's change permission for this. Arguments are given like this. Like let me give two arguments. One is apple, and two arguments are banana. So if I this is how we pass arguments to the script. Along with the script, we pass this. These are the arguments which we want to give to the script. it doesn't take 0. So yeah, we give $0 for name of the script, not for argument. These are the arguments, which are two arguments which I want to give. So let's run. So we can, so arguments are useful in changing the values also. Like we can change the value when we call second time. Instead of banana, I can give papaya. So as per our need, we can change the input, and it will take the input as the updated one. So as per our need, we can use it. That's why we use arguments. So let's do one thing. Try to get all the arguments. Mm, let's count the arguments first of all. Number of arguments. You can count the number of arguments using $hash. You can count the arguments by using at the rate dollar at the rate. It will take all the arguments and it will give the output, and this will give the number of the count of arguments I'm passing. We can pass n number now, because we have not specified any $1 or $2, right? We pass n number. Red, Bob. So number of arguments is 5, and these are the arguments which are passed in the script. I hope you got it, right? We can change the input as per our need, and it will take the input as the updated one. It will print the input is when we pass the arguments. What if we want to pass n number of arguments? When we want to pass n number of arguments, you have to use $hash. It will take n number of arguments, as many as needed. Now let's create arguments. Use arguments for our Kubernetes cluster in relation to Kubernetes cluster. Let's suppose we have to create different namespaces. For different namespaces, we can pass as an argument, and then we can create namespace on the base of that. Let's create a namespace. Let's see how we can create it. For creating the namespace, let's first of all check if the argument is passed. Checking if the argument is passed or not. To check, we can use it -z. For checking that, $1. Like first argument is passed or not. For checking that, then echo is the usage I want to provide as an error. Whenever we don't pass any argument, this is the error I want on the screen. I want the script to exit. F5. Now check if let's pass argument. This is the argument I want to pass. This is a variable. I want to store it in a variable. So let's create namespace now. Before creating namespace, let's check if namespace is available or not. kubectl get namespace. namespace, throw it in black hole. Now this will throw it in black hole, not save, not this will not save anything. This will just ignore it, ignore the error. So for that I've created this dev null, then echo namespace namespace already exists, else kubectl create namespace dollar namespace echo namespace created F5. Let's change the permission of this. We can change that permission, or we can run as bash. We can run and then we can run the script also. You have to pass as an argument, right? Argument, let's pass as dev as a namespace. Some error it is giving. Dev is already existing. So let's create prod. It got created, right? So that's how it get created. Now get kubectl, get ns. Let's create again prod and let's see if it is working. It says prod already exists. I've given detailed explanation in the blog. You can read the blog also, like detailed explanation of the script. What is doing in the script. It is trying to see if argument is passed or not. This is the argument which I am giving. First argument. So this is the only argument which I am passing, right? So this is the only argument which I am passing. So this is the argument. And after that we are seeing if namespace is already there or not. If it is there, I want this I want this error to be printed, right? So this error only printed that dev already exists. If it is not, then it will create using this. Let's take another example. Let's get all pods in namespace. Let's create a namespace first of all. Nginx dev. Nginx dev is already there, so already there Nginx dev. So let's create deployment. I have a deployment file. Yeah, so let's create a deployment. So we have a deployment, so we have to get all the pods in the all pods running in the namespace. Let's see. Let's write a script for that. Let's pass as one argument. Echo usage. This is the error I want to show to the user whenever they don't pass argument. Get all pods. If it will get pods -n namespace lead selector status phase equal to running. Let's change permission also now. See, if I run without arguments, it will show this error. Like you have to pass this namespace. Show this namespace. You have to pass the namespace name also. But that's what I wanted. So Nginx dev. Let's give the namespace. It will give all the pods in the namespace. So that's how I wanted. So arguments are used not like user input. Like user input, it has to be specific. Specific always, like when we give any variable in, it will be stored in a variable. So when we give any variable, it is specific to the script, and it will be specific to the script. Like let's suppose I give nginx dev, it has to be nginx dev only always when I give in the script. But as an argument, we can change the name also. We can change only dev also. We can change all this also. We can change it. So arguments are used when we want to change the user input or any data in the script. Like as per our need, as per our flexibility, we can give anything as we want. As just we have to specify the argument and we have to call it in the script. That's all. Let's write another script wherein three variables are used. Three arguments are used. Let's see how we can write it. Restart the deployment. Let's see if it is getting restarted. We have to change the script here. Just we have to change it here. Everything is same. restart the deployment. It will restart the deployment. Let's see. Let me check. Has restarted deployment. So that's how it is. So next time I can change this variable into something prod also. If I change for prod, it will change. It will restart for prod also. That's how it changes. So that's why we use arguments in the script. We can give input as per our requirement, and it will go and change that input. So let's write three arguments now. Let's now increase the replicas in the namespace for deployment. We have to pass three arguments now. Let's pass. Let's name the file as scaleup.sh. Let's start with the defining bin bash. After that, let's define the variables. You can give $1 because $0 is for the script name. Replicas $2 namespace $3 if let's check if the arguments are properly given or not. We have to check that, right? We have to check if the arguments are properly given or not. Deployment replicas namespace then echo usage. We are taking the usage, like this is the error we want on the screen. When let me show you how it works. Like $0 deployment replicas. This is a sequence. I want the variable. I want the argument to passed. Exit 1 F5. Now let's write the command kubectl scale deployment deployment replicas replicas -n $namespace. Now first we are checking if the arguments are correctly passed, if the three arguments are passed. Argument 1, argument 2, argument 3, and this is the sequence I want to be passed. And this is the command I want to run. Let's try to run that. Yeah. Why so many times it has come? Delete it. Let's change the permission of the file. How do we want to pass? I don't know. So let's see what we want to pass. Okay, there's some error. Because I have not given. Now close the inverted comma. Close the bracket. Close the inverted comma here. I don't know how many arguments to pass. So these are the arguments I want to pass. Deployment name, replicas, and namespace. Let's check the deployment name. In namespace, 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 dev. Deployment name is 𝐿𝐿𝐿 deployment. So, okay. So I want to pass three arguments, right? So first is deployment name, second is replicas, and third is namespace name. So first replicas, how many replicas? Let's increase it to 5. Namespace name is okay. Made a mistake here because that's not the name. Deployment. It has scaled. Let's see if it has scaled. It has scaled to 5, right? So that's how we give. So we have used three arguments also now. Now see, we use argument for this purpose. Like I can change it to again to 2. It has changed to 2. So we can give whatever input we want to give. Okay, we can give, and it will automatically change in the script. So we are giving the input at the start of the script, not while running, right? So arguments are used when we want to give any change. We want to give any updated changes while running the script, not at the start of the script or already in the script. User inputs are a little bit different. Like we specify that, and it will take the input, and then that's how it will store into variable, and that's how it will take, and it will try to run the script. But arguments are a little bit different than user inputs or variables, because we are on the fly, we are giving, right? So it is while running the script, we are giving at the start of the script. Let's check pod resources now. So on the script, uh, we'll change the running pods only. Top pods -n. This will give the resources used by pod. But we have to install metric server in our system. So for installing metric server for kind cluster, it's a different approach which is used for installing metric server. I have specified it in the blog. You can find it in the blog also. I've written blog for creating kind cluster also. You can follow that blog and you can create kind clusters also in single server, EC2 server. So on EC2 server, I've created client cluster, and for client clusters, there is a different approach to install metric server. I've already installed the metric server. Let's see. Let's run the script and let's see. So already installed install metric server. So when we install metric server, then only we'll get to see the resources. So script is running fine. Let's take lots of the container, not pod. Let's see how we can do it. Let's see. Let's write a script for that. I have the script with me. Let me copy that script and let me paste it. Run the script and see. Let's change the permission. We run the script. Let's see what parameter or what arguments you have to pass. Deployment name and namespace name you have to pass. So let's pass deployment name. 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐸 deployment. 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐸𝐸. So this is giving the output. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So this is how we can pass multiple arguments. Let's try another way. Let's try to find the replicas. Let's try to remove all these things. So what are we passing? We are passing multiple arguments. So arguments, we are not specifying what arguments we are passing, like deployment name, namespace name, replica name, but we are specifying the numbers. This is the argument number. An argument number. We're specifying this $1, $2, $3, and in command we are calling that $1, $2, $3. We are calling that. Let's see if this works. What it needs: deployment name, replica name, replicas, count of replicas, right? Deployment name, namespace is this, and count of replicas is, let's give 5, 6. Yeah, it has scaled. So that's how we write it. That's how we can pass multiple arguments also. Rather than giving arguments in a variable, we can directly pass it using $1, $3. That's how we pass it, and that's how we write in our script. I wanted to show you this. So yeah, after this we'll write some other scripts also. Let's see. Let's write for getting the logs of a container. Let's write. This is the last script which we are writing. Let's give 3 variables. Oh, sorry. Let's check if arguments are passed correctly or not. Let's check that. This is the sequence we want to follow. Did I miss anything? Let's write now. Let's write for container now. For container, let's write separately. Container. Logs. Else. kubectl logs pod -c container -n namespace. For this file. What's the name of the name of the container? Let's get the name of the container by using this command. Let's get the pod. Name of the container using name of the container is 𝐦𝐻𝐿. So let's try to run the script. It need pod name, container name, and namespace name, right? So pod name, container name is 𝐿, and namespace name is 𝐿_dev. Let's check if it is giving the log. Yeah, it is giving the log. That's how we get the log of the container. So this is how we pass as an argument, and then we try to fetch the log of the container. So if our container name is different, then we can give some other name, and we can, like, that's how we change, like on the fly we are changing the name. Like if something else is there, then something else we will give. If it is something else, then we can we can type something else, and we can get the logs. That's how we get it. So yeah, that's all the overall about it. We can drain the node also. Let's get the nodes. Let's change the existing running pod. Let's write on the script. Let's change only nothing. We just change the drain. Put this into a variable called as node. Drain this is the command which you use to drain the node. So this is the command which you use to drain the node. So let's try to drain the node. We can give a first node also. Why it is giving namespace? To drain the node. So we can give some other node also. As an argument, we can give some other node name also. It will drain that node also. So if we have to variabilize this, we could have written that variable, and then we could have given this node name in the variable, and then it could have fetched the variable. Then it would have drained. But we are passing it as an argument, right? So we can specify any node we want. Let's uncordon it. For uncordoning also we can write the script, same purpose. Let's write last script wherein we can get the we can get the events of the namespace. We'll change this only. We get events of the namespace by creation stamp timestamp. This will give all the events, but we want only 20. We want to take it by 20. Last 20. no events are found in this namespace. So that's how we get the events in the namespace also. That's all the overall summary of what we wanted to achieve. So we wrote multiple scripts to understand the arguments in shell scripting. So we wrote around 7 scripts, I guess, for understanding arguments. So arguments are basically nothing but shell scripting. In shell scripting, arguments are nothing but there's a user input, similar like user input, but not user input. We can change the input as per our need. That's why we use arguments in this context. So we were giving this. Let me show you. Like we were giving this thing, right? $0 is name of the script. It will give the name of the script and then it will ask us to write namespace. Let's show. Let me show you. It will print name of the script. Name of the script is running pods -sh and then namespace you have to provide. Let me show you some other example also. Scale up, we'll see. Scale up is the name of the script. Running this script, usage is this. So we have to specify with the script itself, script and this deployment replica namespace name. If you specify, then that's how it will take the input. So $0 is name of the script, and $1, $2, $3 this deployment replica namespace. That's how we use the $0 in. Let me show you. That's how we use the $0 here. We are specifying like name of the script is $0. Name of the script is scale up sh, and usage is this. I want this to be printed to the user. Like we have to specify deployment replica set and namespace. So I think you got it. Like you got it. How, why, where to use arguments and when to use arguments. Arguments are basically used in place of user input, similar like user input, but dynamically we are passing the user input and storing it into a variable. That's all about the video. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. I've written blog also. You can read blog also. I'll add all the videos in the description. You can find all 5 videos in the description. That's all. Thank you for watching the video.